it also fits pretty well with DevOps kind of an environment. DevOps is one step ahead of Agile. So development obviously is important. So we all need to understand that Agile mindset and working in Agile teams, delivering things quicker, and then improving on them on a systematic, kind of iterative manner. Very important. But then DevOps actually is one step forward, where you're trying to eliminate the need for or the dependency on some third parties to actually deliver this. So there is a smooth pipeline all the way from design, development, and delivery. So the developers are not really dependent on waiting for somebody to take an action. They can actually put that code straight into the pipeline so that it gets delivered onto the users immediately, and without having to wait for another 6 months, for example. So that's where the DevOps mindset is. So we're going to have a DevOps bootcamp again in November, I think. Yeah. So we're going to discuss the details of DevOps then. And then we are going to have the teamwork as an important characteristic in the planning, poker, and estimation, because unless you have a team, you can't estimate. If you're just one person and the project manager, they can't just come up with an estimation. It needs team. It's like they say that you need two hands to clap. In the same way, you need to have a team to deliver, to work on something, to deliver collaboratively in the Agile context. So again, teamwork is very important, and to be able to work collaboratively with the team, to be able to actually appreciate the nuances and the sharing and caring aspects of teamwork, very, very important. And then the important thing is the product thinking. Again, you should not think projects. Again, that's important thing about product thinking, design thinking, and system thinking. Very, very important to have in this time and age. The thinking, if you go to the interview and people ask about what kind of attitude, what kind of thinking you would need to have to deliver something successful in this day and age, it's the product thinking. First of all, you cannot think projects. Of course, I'm not talking about project managers. They've got to think projects, and then they've got to think milestones, resources, and things like that. But we are not project managers here. Not everybody is going to be a project manager. Not everybody in a cricket team is going to be a captain, right? So in a cricket team or in a football team, there'll be captains, but then the captain also has got to play. The captain also has got to bat, bowl, and then actually be on the field. The same way, we have got a product thinking. Even though project manager is there in the project, we all need to actually think in terms of the product. So that's where you think in terms of releases. What is a major release? What is a minor release? What goes into the major release? What are the features that we're going to deliver? Who are the customers? Who are the users? How are they going to feedback to us? How can we improve this, iteratively over a period of time? This is product thinking. It's not about project. It's not about how much time you take. There are people who can think about it, who can worry about it, who can work on that. It's not us, the team. We, the team members, including analysts, designers, developers, architects, testers, subject matter experts, user experience designers, visual designers, all of us, all of these is the team. We have got to think product, think system, think design thinking. So that would actually kind of help us deliver things quicker, better, and also more efficiently in this world. And delivery, again, this is what we're talking about, time to market. It's not about working on something. You've got an idea and you actually spend about 5 months writing it down, a business plan, getting something out of it. You actually write the requirements document, spending another 6 months. And after about a year, 2 years, you actually get the architecture approved and everything done. So 2 years is what it would take for you to actually, from idea to implementation. Do you think the market would still be the same? Do you think the customers would still be the same? Do you think the technologies would still be the same? The platform is still the same? The lifestyles are still the same? No. Everything would change. In 2 years is like huge time for you to actually say that I have got this idea, I have got this product, right? So instead of that, think how you can speed up the whole process of taking your idea to the market quicker. You can actually have a prototype. You can use some of the tools. You can create a prototype. You can actually have this kind of user testing. We were trying to have paper prototype. You can do it, a user testing, get the feedback, work on that, have a rough design, show the design, work on that, then deliver one module, not everything. As we discussed yesterday, you don't have to deliver all the e-commerce website functionality in 2 months or in 6 months. You can actually have one functionality done, and then you say, hey, by the way, I've got the catalog. You can actually select, you can have a look at all the items that I'm selling. So, and then when you say, you can actually click, you know what, you can actually select the items. You can actually kind of create your own shopping cart. And then once that is done, you cannot obviously pay it, but you know what, you can actually kind of send that in an email to me. I'll look after your, your items that you bought. Still that works. There might be kind of offline work involved, but still the customer can do something there. So that's the shippable, that's the kind of potentially shippable product you're delivering quicker. And then you can add on the top of it, you can add, for example, a credit card. You can add, just say, I'm only taking credit cards right now. Then you can add bank transfers, then you can add check processing. All of these can actually, one by one, you can actually add on the one on the top of the other incrementally, about a week's time or a month's time. Not everything would be urgent. You need to prioritize. You need to actually kind of think what is important and what is urgent from the point of view of not you or me, but from the point of view of the customer, the user perspective. The user focused customer centricity again comes into picture.